It's my jewelry host pick. I'm picking him because we have such a good time together and we have similar taste in jewelry and we love the collectible rare pieces. And honestly, there are a lot of gemstones, Jay, that only you can bring us here at HSN. So we are starting with one of those, this gorgeous amber. And we certainly don't see as much amber as we used to. And I was saying this before, this is anywhere from 30 to 50 million, not thousand, 30 to 50 million years old. This particular piece was appraised at $195. When we say appraised, that means we send these out. We have these independently appraised by trained experts that do not work for us here at HSN. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know where you would get it at $195 because you just don't see amber anywhere. But that was the lowest appraised price. So what we're doing today is we're doing an event price. And it's funny, when Jay and I were talking about this before the show, he goes, Connie, I don't know who you talked to. I don't know how you got this. He goes, but just so you know, he goes, I can't replace it for that price because you can't replace amber. We don't have another 30 to 50 million years to wait for the amber to actually fossilize, right, Jay?
Right, and they're not
like he's very rarely speechless, he's speechless.
No, you know, I just thought that that's a rare point, but no, I don't think I'll hang around for another 30 or 50 million. I'm just looking at making it at the end of the decade. So, I mean, you have higher hopes than me. But, yeah, you know, the cool thing about amber, you know, and you're right, I mean, there is no replacing it. And, you know, it's not a renewable resource by wild, even the wildest imagination could imagine that you could replace it. You know, what's happening in the amber world too, this is really unique in the fact that you've got this fairly new amber that we're, as far as it's 30 to 50 million years old, but we just acquired it about 3.5 years ago. So when we actually found it, started working the deal. This comes out of the Ukraine. It's really a unique material. It's really interesting how they, if you want to call it mining, I call it more collecting, how they do it. They go into it's like a real swampy area. And they go in with high pressure hydraulic lines, if you can imagine like a pressure washer, but like even with, you know, 100 times that power, or they'll go in with air hoses, air jets. And what they do, they have a guy that's walking through, literally walking through anywhere from, you know, like it could be 2 inches to like a foot, 2 feet deep. And they blow the bottom of the swamp. They just hit the bottom of the swamp. And they have another guy that's behind him that has a net, like a fishing net. And the amber, because it's lighter than water, floats to the top. That's how they get it in the Baltic too. You know, it floats to the, breaks loose and you know, floats to the top of the sea. But this is in fresh water. They blow it, it goes, and then the guy collects it in his net, goes, and then he puts it on, you know, there's really no dry spot, but a high ground, and they gather it. That's how they collect it.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. Now, I will tell you this with amber, the prices of amber won't go down, okay?
Right.
There's only one direction that amber is gonna go, and that's up.
Well,
it's all supply and demand. There's an extreme demand for amber, and there's a very, very small supply.
Well, and you think about it, Jay, we used to here at HSN years ago, I would say 15 years ago, we used to do amber shows, like complete hours. We would have 2-hour amber shows.
Right.
A gentleman from Russia came to do the amber shows. Yeah,
nice
very
guy.
nice man. But we haven't had that in 15 years because amber becomes every single year more sought after, more collectible, more difficult to get. And to be able, we have had earrings. You and I have sold amber earrings. In fact, in my last host pick in October, I had amber earrings that were $100. This is an entire necklace. And then you've got the perfect companion stone, which is that gorgeous Mongolian turquoise, which is the most beautiful bright blue green color. This is completely adjusted. It will go 18 down to 20 3/4 of an inch, and it's a neutral. So it's literally going back with everything. And when you think about what amber is, again, 30 to 50 million years old. If you saw that movie, the original Jurassic Park movie, that's what made the dinosaurs come to life. They extracted the DNA from the amber And that's certainly, you know, Hollywood's version of what amber is. But amber is like a tiny time capsule. Inside of amber, because it's actually fossilized tree sap, they found species of insects and plant life that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, you know, just well, if you think about it, just insects alone, they found over 1,500 species over 1,500 species that don't exist on planet Earth right now. So, I mean, that just kind of shows you it is a time capsule. I love this combination. We did the Ukrainian amber. These are, just so you know, these are all hand-carved beads. They're all free-form beads. That means that they're not done in some machine where you just clamp down. They're actually cut from the rough material, individually hand-cut. We did them in a graduated pattern, because you want the focal point to be kind of in the center, and then graduated up. We did the ombre effect, so you've got the different colors of amber. It all comes from the same deposit, but it's all the different colors. And then just to accent it, just those nice pops, is the Turquoise Hill turquoise, which comes from Mongolia. This is what everybody's going for.
Look at this, Jay. If we pair it back with our turquoise.
Check it out.
I mean, we all have turquoise beads, and if you don't, I'm going to take care of you next hour. But look at how you can layer it and become your own stylist. And there is so many fake ambers out there on the marketplace today, because getting real amber is hard to do. In fact, they're acquiring something called copal. This is not copal. This is real amber. And Jay, the difference again is the age.
The age. Copal is, and you can tell by the insects that are in it. That's the easiest way to tell it. Copal, believe it or not, is 3 to 5 million years old. So it's not exactly like they just made it overnight.
It's not a baby.
Right? It's not a baby, but in compared to real amber, which is basically carbon dated back to 30 to 50 million years. And also, this copal is much softer. It hadn't had the time to harden as much. So this will actually take a better polish. It's hard, and it's what really everybody's going for. It's funny that Connie says that, because yeah, they're doing it copal. And the other thing that they're doing, they're just taking regular pine tree resin and then they're compressing it, heating it and compressing it.
Not the same.
Polishing it, and then it looks like amber, but it's not.
And by the way, we have a lovely model. This is Miss Lenore. She is not only our model today, but she is a customer here at HSN. It's Customer Appreciation Month, all month long. And Lenore, how's it going, sweetheart? Is the life of a model a little bit different than just watching at home?
Very much so.
But it's a lot of fun here. Do you feel like watching at home that you get the true experience, or is it a little bit, does it look a little bit different here in person?
Well, it looks a little bit different here in person, but it's just as much fun here at home. Here at home.
Well, we are delighted you're with us, because we always have a good time shopping with everyone at home, and we're delighted that you kind of get to see a little bit behind the scenes, and we'll check back with you. I know you're going to be modeling